Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your girl, Lady D. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you had an awesome day today. You know me. I'm on here because I got a copy of R. Kelly's reply to the government's response to his motion where he was asking the judge to vacate the judgment, right? And this was, he replied on July 14th. And for those of you that want to hear it, I'm on here for you guys. I'm going to read it. It's not long, it's about 2.5 pages. So let me read it to you. And then, of course, I just have to comment when this is, when I'm done. Ooh. Every time, R. Kelly, I swear, I get so worked up when I mention your name sometimes. It is funny as hell to me because I swear I get choked. Something happens. It's like what I want to say is like, don't say the shit. But no, hell no. You know me, Lady D, always keep it real. I'm going to keep my shit real. No offense to anyone, but that's what I do. State my opinion. And that's all it is. No one has to agree with what I have to say. So let me make that clear. Damn. Let me drink this water. But I want to make that clear because I have a lot of new subscribers and they don't know shit about me. Okay. This may be their first time even seeing this. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I do for those of you that's new and not used to the way I do things on my channel. I don't consider, I always say that, no offense to anyone when I do say this, but I'm not a blogger. And I know with bloggers, you guys expect certain things, and I don't do all that. I come in, I come on, whatever the situation is stated, we chat, and I'm out. I'm about keeping that shit real, not for no BS. I'm not going to come on here with some untrue shit or just to be on here. I can't do that. That's just not me. And I'm not saying, uh, that's what some people do. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't do that. If I don't have anything to share about Robert, because a blogger blogs about everything. My channel is created specifically for Robert Sylvester Kelly, aka R. Kelly. So that's for my new people. Everybody else, you guys know me. So I'm gonna read this for you guys, and I just pray the judge grants R. Kelly's motion. Please, I hope this is not something else that's going to disappoint. So let me read this to you guys. It says reply to the United States response to motion to vacate judgment. The government's response offers no substantial rebuttal to Mr. Kelly's motion to vacate. For one, the United States cites Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 41B in arguing that dismissal was appropriate. See docket number 58 at 1. But Rule 41B empowers the defendant to file a motion for dismissal, not a district court's sua sponte. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Not a sua sponte dismissal of an action. That's Federal Rule Civil P41B in parens. If the plaintiff fails to prosecute or to comply with these rules or a court order, a defendant may move to dismiss the action or any claim against it, emphasis added, close paren. No defendant filed a motion to dismiss for failure to prosecute in this case. The court does, of course, possess inherent authority to sua sponte order for the dismissal of an action for failure to prosecute. And it cites Dietrich versus, I want to say, Northwest Airlines, Inc., 16843D, I'm sorry, 168F3D 961 964, 7th Circuit, 1999. However, the Seventh Circuit has cautioned that federal courts, though they possess inherent powers, must exercise these powers with restraint. Quote, end quote. Citing Graham versus, look like Schumacher, Maker, I think. 215 F3D 1329 7th Circuit 2000, unpublished in parens. Quote, this is especially true if the court uses the ultimate sanction of dismissal, default, or is equivalent. And it cites like Kovalik Construction Company versus Miss Brenner, 106 F3D 768 773 7th Circuit 1997. Moreover, this case is relatively young. Moreover, this case is a relatively young case, and a dismissal order, a dismissal with prejudice, is particularly disfavored with relatively young cases, such as the one before us, and it cites Weber versus I-Corp. 721 F2D 1067 1070 7th Circuit 1983. Reversing dismissal with prejudice where the case was barely 18 months old when dismissed by the district court. The United States does not argue that it was prejudiced in any way by the missed deadlines or that there has been any meaningful impact on the litigation. Given the absence of prejudice to the defendant and the fact that the plaintiff's tardiness, while careless and regrettable, was not egregious. Boat versus Lloyd 227 F3D 854 856 through 57 7th Circuit 2000. Lesser sanctions would have been more appropriate in the instant case. If no meaningful impact upon the course of the litigation has been shown, as is this case here, the drastic sanction of dismissal or prejudice or judgment should be reserved for conduct that emphasizes a more intense disregard for the court. And it cites Barnhill versus United States, 11 F3D 1360 1370, 7th Circuit 1993. Mr. Kelly understands the court's concern in disposing of his caseload expeditiously. Weber versus I-Corp, 721 F2D 1067 1071 7th Circuit 1983. And the undersigned reiterates his apologies to the court for the delay. However, justice is often impaired by such close and flexible attention to the docket. ID, quoting Peterson versus Term Taxi Inc., 429 F2D at 891. And in the 7th Circuit, there is a well-established public policy favoring hearing cases on the merits. ID. Plaintiff's failure to meet the initial deadlines after prior counsel's abrupt and unexpected exit from the case was admittedly negligent. There's a footnote, and it states, while the United States references discovery requests, the Bonjean Law Group was handling the case at that time. The undersigned has not received the discovery requests from the United States or from the Bonjean Law Group for that matter. However, the most recent missed deadline was not out of any sort of disregard for the court or the judicial process. The undersigned was experiencing a legitimate and life-threatening medical emergency that rendered him unable to work. A copy of the emergency room record and tramadol prescription he received are attached. Oh, shit. I lost my page. I'm sorry. Here we go. What the hell happened? What did I do? All right, let me go back. Y'all know me, it's always sung, right? When I'm trying, okay. This is the last page. This is page 3. The lack of substance in the United States response is telling. It is simply trying to capitalize on the missed status report to evade a case that is clearly meritorious. A Bureau of Prisons employee clearly stole and disseminated Mr. Kelly's correspondences. The United States is simply trying to evade accountability for this transgression, and Mr. Kelly respectfully asks that it not be permitted to do so and that the court hear the case on the merits. That's it. So I don't know at that point if he's asking, let us come in and, argue this out. I don't know. My thing is, man, R. Kelly, I swear, I hate that it even happened, dude. You didn't even deserve it. I don't give a damn. They throwing blame. I get it. Beau, I hope you're better. Sorry for that medical emergency. I noticed both of your motions basically is focusing on that time. That's recent. I know the process. So I know that entire file was sent. Well, this is my opinion, because this is how it normally goes. Once she withdrew from his case and you filed your appearance as his counsel, she immediately, that's the process, that's what they have to do. She immediately forwarded his file to you. My question to you, did you guys go through the file to see if there were any deadlines, any dates that needed to be put on the docket? You get what I'm saying? On the calendar, so you don't miss no dates. I know you got to have paralegals, law clerks. I don't know. You're not doing this shit by yourself. This is what I'm saying. And I know some people may get offended because someone put that you're a very powerful attorney. I'm sorry, Mr. Brindley. I'm not convinced, but that's just me. I haven't seen it, because reading that first motion, I couldn't believe I'm like, there's no way in hell he wrote this. He didn't let some probably law clerk, somebody trying in law school, prepare that. That was not convincing to me. It was just weak ass excuses as to why the deadlines. You cannot tell me it's just you in that office, you and your partner, and you guys not communicating about these cases. You can't tell me you knew you weren't feeling well. So you can't make me believe, I don't know about anyone else, but you can't make me believe that you didn't know that status report was due. You're not going to convince me of that. My thing is, you could have easily prepared a document to that judge. asking for an extension, explaining the situation as to you're not well and whomever is not available, whomever you needed to get that done. You didn't do that. You discussed the emergency after the fact. Again, I'm sorry that happened to you, and I'm glad you're better. I'm just trying to everybody just, I'm not, you just can't convince me of anything. That's just me. There's a process. You cannot tell me you running that office like that. So no one knew nothing about nothing on that file? That doesn't make sense to me. That is very unprofessional, sloppy, reckless on your client's behalf. Because see, what you allowed, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get you had a medical emergency recently. Got that. But what you guys did from not taking the time and go through that damn file, look what you did. Because see, when that judgment was entered, I was looking for the word without prejudice or with prejudice. It wasn't there. That judge flat out, that's what was that term? So it's a term in here. That's basically what that means, that the government didn't ask for the dismissal. The judge did it. There was no request from anyone. The judge got rid of it. And she didn't do it with prejudice. You just confirmed that in this message, in this motion, this reply. R. Kelly's case right now is dismissed with prejudice. Therefore, it's over unless the judge vacate the dismissal. Other than that, the case is dead. You got to take it to an appeal. See, that's what sloppy work would do. Because I don't know if R. Kelly knows the severity of this shit. Because now this not on no, he didn't do anything. And this is just me. Y'all know me. This is just me. No one probably agrees with me at all. And I get it. But this is me. And I'm reading and I'm following and no, man, this is sloppy. And not only this case, these damn attorneys with all of his cases have been sloppy. I don't blame Jennifer because she wasn't there for the shit she came in to clean up. I'm not blaming her. I don't know what happened between her and Robert, and I sure as hell hate that the relationship, the attorney-client, that relationship has been broken. I don't know, But you guys, I don't know. Please. But Beau, you know damn well this shit, his case is dismissed with prejudice. I hope it's granted. I hope she accepts what you put in. Now, this is something you probably did right on your own, or you went to a higher up person in the office because it's written a little better. Well, a little typo, all right. But you guys and these fucking typos I just bypassed it. Or did I? I know. I probably did. You know me. I can't stand that shit. We type plead with this shit every day. And nothing is going out of there with some shit. All these damn type. You're rushing. But you're fighting for your client, man. That shit sets up. It says a lot about you, your firm. That's sloppy. And I know some people think that's no big deal, but I do. I think it is a big damn deal. It makes people, look, you get all tongue-tied. You can't even figure it out. You got to breaking, like, okay, let me see exactly what he's trying to say. No, you want your shit to flow. He needs somebody that's got their shit on, man. They think he messy, so he got these messy ass attorneys. No, don't do that to him. So I pray that this judge, because I don't know what was her damn problem, that I don't know what she went through and saw in the thing and just pissed her totally off. I'm just getting rid of it. She didn't even put without prejudice. This man cannot win. So, guys, that's basically it. I stated what I had to say about it. That is his reply. More excuses, and I get it, but I hope they work. I hope the judge believes him. Just pray, guys. Robert does not deserve this. This man wanted this case so badly, wanted to go after them to show them you cannot do this to people. If you did it to me, you're doing it to everyone. But this time you did it to a celebrity. And now it's exposed. This shit that's coming up with his case, maybe that's why God put him in there, and I hate it. But, we never know why God does what he does. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he was put in this awful ass situation to shed light on what has been buried for so damn long. You know what I'm saying? And R. Kelly, just so you know, if they mess your damn case up, and he throwing Jennifer up under the bus, so I don't know. Let them figure that shit out. But you sue both of their asses, and I'm for real. You sue both of their asses for legal malpractice, for handling your shit so damn recklessly. And that's just my opinion. I don't know if the judge gonna rule, set a hearing date. I'll keep you guys informed. But this shit pisses me off. You guys might see it differently and think he's really fighting. Well, time will tell. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye. Leave a comment. Okay, bye.